Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. From up top, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, I hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in 2018, a guy from Clemson in his third year, Deshaun Watson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And with this offense, what about DJ Fluker?
Came out of Alabama, could play tackle, could play guard. He's so big, Brandon, I think he plays both at the same time.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Looking sideline, incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
First down, Chiefs.
72.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 80 yards.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Wait, that 53! 57, come on! All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go! 128! Okay, let's get this. Regular!
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, hold the big seat, big!
On the draw, this is Barkley. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Offense.
Check 37!
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. And now the Chiefs' offensive starters.
And we focus on maybe the ultimate home run hitter in the NFL today, and that's running back Saquon Barkley, because teams come into every game with the idea that they want to limit his production and especially his big play ability. But how many times did we watch him in his rookie year where he would be limited throughout the game. Then all of a sudden, there he goes out the back door. 50, 60, 70 yards. He's a lot of fun to watch unless you're trying to defend him.
Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. Two different things. They combine them.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chiefs 3, Patriots 0.
Set. Watch the screen. Pass. Check.
A first down carry for Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's got Lockett. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The stop made by Myles Garrett.
Mine's 54.
1 yard gain.
Mine's
Brings
54.
up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Let's go. Let's do it.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Deron Payne in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So the ball moves from one 38 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson goes underneath for Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Let's go, defense.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Matthew Ioannidis, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Brady now on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. To Barkley on the check down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. Brady now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We got 4.
To throw, it's Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Brady to throw. And it's caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Deshaun Watson making his way back out, the focus of our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And that's complete to Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Watson. He gets it to Cooks. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Check. Watch 54. That's what I do.
Now a first down throw. Watson. There again is Cooks, complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. This is first and goal from about the 8. To throw is Watson. And caught by Henry. Now this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's second and goal. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Watson on third and goal. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Brady now on first down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Keep going.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but
Julio Jones all alone. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. They get that one on the left tackle, Russell Okung. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action, now it's Brady. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40-yard line.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Let me do.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Let's go.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Watch the screen. Regular.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A very good gain on first down. 9 yards on the dump-off.
2nd and 1.
Now a play fake. Brady. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Holding.
Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. They'll run it again with Henry. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Yeah, Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been.
And look at this, it's a fake. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Finds his tight end Ingram. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Brady. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First down, Chiefs.
No, 66.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Brady will get this out to Barkley, complete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Sugar.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll get this to Eckler. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Lambo to add on the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike 57. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Again, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Watson. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Defense all day. All day. Hey, Alabama.
On 1st down, Brady. That'll be caught by Cup. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 23-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Out. Hey, check it.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Wait, 20. Hey, watch the slant. Wait, 28.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But in this league, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
That's it, Ray. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
New England on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Come on, fellas.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
False start, offense.
That one goes against Russell Okung, the veteran. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up second and 8.
On second down, here's Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
On play action, it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 14.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Kansas City.
I got you, boy. 49, check 49.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Come get some. Come get some.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Brady to throw again. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make him score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing on third down. Watson. Complete. It's Henry. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw, Watson. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Brady now to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Lambo on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
This is Yeldon on the dump off. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Right here, right here.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Watson. And it is incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And a first down, Chiefs.
On 1st down, Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Chiefs, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.